Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be trying out the demo for Lil Guardsman, which is on Steam at the moment. The developers have said their two big influences for this game are Papers, Please and Monkey Island, which gives you a sense of both the type of game it is and the type of humour it has as well. I've seen the trailer for it. It looks a lot of fun. It's sort of like a cartoon animated Papers, Please, but with jokes and humour. And yeah, we're just going to go in and see for ourselves.
And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice.
How did they know?
Things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Is this a flash forward? Okay. Well, that's how the game's going to end, probably. I wonder how we get there.
Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
Isn't the art style amazing?
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
So as far as I understand, it is fully voiced, and I mean, from what little we've seen so far, I think it's very well voiced as well. It's medieval, so it's interesting. There's like a Game Boy there, a digital clock, skateboard, posters. I mean, he's dressed in a medieval way, but there's a typewriter, there's a lute as well, which is more fitting. Interesting.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
I remember that time myself.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up. Okie dokie, ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Oh, good. Everyone loves a tutorial.
Very knowing.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring. Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
See, we've got like a sort of Walkman thing here as well, electronics, but an old-style telephone. Obviously not the medieval telephone, they didn't have those. But we have like CCTV, yeah, very, very interesting blend of stuff.
Bingo. Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
Yeah.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
Lil puts it in her inventory. Okay.
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can click on them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirly-gigging the ceremonial for slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
All right. So, what's this?
Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from
Ooh,
them.
loot.
In other words, looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point.
So these are action points, maybe? What's this?
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why did the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions.
All right. Click on it. Finders of the Lost Relic theme.
No humming.
So we got the bullwhip. Okay, what's the X-ray?
This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls.
Good to know. Truth spray.
Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does. You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code. It's a metal detector. You figure it out.
Okay, those are our tools. What's the notice board? Oh. This is the Royal Writ. The first thing you do when you start your shift is to take a look. Okay. If the Castle Guard Corps can achieve a good star rating this month, there'll be a pizza party at the barrack. Strict 1 slice limit per guardsman. From the desk of Councilwoman Ash, there will be a demonstration in the city square this evening held by members of the Mages Guild. If any of the speakers come through your gate, please call my office to initiate their escort and secondary meeting. So members of the Mages Guild. Might need to use the telephone if they come. Congratulations to Guardsman Randy on 35 years at his post. After a 6-month undercover operation at the Sprawl Cavern for the elderly, a group of sweet Grammies and Grampies were discovered to be trafficking illegal drugs into and out of the city. While not every old person is to be treated as a drug mule, please be vigilant when dealing with somebody's grandparent. Striker. Depressed Joker seeks person with funny name. If you call and pique my interest, there's a cash bonus in it for you. Malcolm. Okay. If we find someone with a funny name, maybe we call the phone. Okay, it doesn't cost an action point to remind ourselves of this. Telephone.
Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help. But all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm,
Aha.
chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Each call costs an action point.
Okay. and our desk.
You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Don't know what this one is, it's broken. Okay. Deny, admit. Well, I think we admit Mrs. Abernathy, don't we? Oh, we've got to hold it down. That's good, so you don't misclick.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip. Never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
I think it's all fairly straightforward. You nailed that tutorial. Good job. Yeah. Assume it'll get harder from here out. We've read all this already. That's fine. Your tools have been preloaded with power crystals. The premium pink ones are mage grade and work 100% of the time. The inexpensive yellow ones only work 40% of the time, so choose wisely. Okay. Although Lil has not technically received the Chronometer 3000 yet, you can try your hand at time travel any time in the guard shed. Ooh. Try clicking on inventory, then clicking on the hourglass-looking device. I wonder what that does. Is it like a do-over?
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos.
Okay.
I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild. Will you require anything further?
Okay, we're not on a timer, so I think Papers, Please. Obviously, it's as many as you can fit in a day. This seems like we've got 4 people in our shift to do. He's number 2, and we're free to kind of do whatever we want. Who do we ring for the Mages Guild? That's what I'd like to know. Ash. Yeah. Okay. We could try and test him, maybe. Let's try the truth spray. Let's try a 40% dose. Okay. Did it do anything? Probably failed. Remember, it's only 40% successful. So what does this do? Oh, we could restart the level. Okay, well, we don't need to restart, but, clearly we have the ability to do so. What else can we do to him? What's the whip for? I don't know. Let's try the metal detector. Again, we'll use the cheapo crystal. Yeah, okay, well, inconclusive, I think, but I think he's okay. So let's where are my action points? Because I assume I've used some. Are they tracked anywhere? Or maybe on this board? Oh, I don't know. But let's telephone Ash.
I'm so glad you called. Frank Honestly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
There we go. So that's the action point. So were these... maybe because the crystal didn't get used up, it didn't cost an action point? Alright, let's admit him. He does seem like a mage, doesn't he?
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
Did we do it? Why did we only get 3 stars? But we did the right thing, so that's okay. Oh.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my 2 kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me.
Hi. Okay.
Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
Okay, one thing I didn't do, I realise now, with the mage is interrogate him, so let's do that now.
It was his week with them. No, I'm sorry. It was his and his new girlfriend Kelly's week with them.
My new girlfriend's always called Kelly.
And you want to know what the kids say about her? They say she's fun. I'm sure the letter they wrote is all about her. Can't decode it to save my life, though. My kid's writing is so lousy.
We'll trust her.
That letter was pretty much illegible.
See what I mean? Horrible, horrible penmanship.
Okay, should we try the X-ray?
This woman's having a rough day. I'd rather save the charge.
I haven't had someone see me in my skivvies since... Ugh, I guess Orlando.
Okay, so she's suggesting we don't need the X-ray. Probably not the metal detector. Probably not the whip either. Let's talk to her again.
Kelly really hit it off with our children, Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. She's got a lot of energy and gives us special treats.
That's nice. But what district are you going to?
What district? I told you. The address is on that letter I showed you. It's the only thing written that's legible. You'd need a decoding spell or something to read the actual letter. I love my kids.
Trust.
You might want to get your kids some after-school help so they can practice their penmanship.
Right now, I just want to make sure their father's new apartment with Kelly isn't a flea-infested rat's nest in a terrible part of town.
Okay, let's use the decoding ring then, as was heavily hinted. Let's use the 100% crystal. You take a closer look at Denise's letter.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there's more to this letter than meets the eye. There's a hidden message written here. It says, "Come, son, mommy, Kelly is Nightmare." Does that make sense to you?
Oh my god! My boys don't know how to spell! But also that thing about Kelly being the worst!
Okay, well, we're going to admit her, aren't we? So... wonder if we'll get more stars this time.
Thanks! Don't worry, Polyphemus, Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you!
Good luck!
Hey! Good use of the decoder ring, Guardsman. You didn't judge a book by its cover, and you knew not to stand in the way of a mama bear and her cubs. Nice. Okay, who's our last client for the day, should we say? Oh.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard...
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg.
BS waits for no man.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Alright, I wonder if he's got a funny name. Let's see if we can find out.
What kind of business do you have at the bank today, sir?
I shan't be airing the details of my BS appointment with some nosy little brat tending the gate. Mind your business or you'll get the whip, child!
You shouldn't threaten to whip people. Actually, that reminds Lil of her toolkit. Let's tease him.
Oh, yes. We mustn't keep you from your ever so important meeting. BS is right.
Alright, let's try the bullwhip. 100%.
I'm sorry, sir. I was just slouching, only for a second. I'll make sure that none of the blood gold falls out of its case.
Ooh.
You nincompoop! It wasn't me using the whip. If it was, believe me, you'd feel it.
Wait a second. Did he say blood gold? Isn't that illegal?
He didn't say blood gold, he said bloody gold. It's a form of slang he must have picked up from somewhere. Isn't that right, you bloody idiot?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir.
I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars.
Confiscate.
I think I need to hold on to these.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, of course. Just remember, if you make any form of profit off of those, you're as much to blame as I am. Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
Should we try we could try the truth spray on him.
At precisely 6:15 tonight, after the Bank of the Sprawl has closed for the day, I am being met by the head teller, Mr. Dung, who will be escorting me to my safety deposit box. Once inside, I have a rather sizable deposit of gold bullion being carried by my darling servant whelp. I couldn't do any of this without him, but I will never let my secret love show for the sake of my position.
He snaps out of it.
What on earth? What are you staring at?
Oh, Master! I knew you cared!
What? Poppycock!
Alright, so we can't do anything else. I can't even make a phone call about Mr. Dung. But I mean, we've confiscated the gold. But do we let him in, or is the rest of it illegal as well, is my question. Let's deny him.
It's the goblin's fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures. What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
How do we do? You foiled a blood gold trafficker on your first damn day? Legend. Hey! Grumpkin T. Dankworth. I was trying to get his name for the jester. I think it would have been worth it, but for some reason we couldn't get it. Maybe that's something that persists between shifts?
Lil, you gotta close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately.
What's happening?
By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right? Well, she's disappeared. Nobody saw anything or knows where she went. And any other week, the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Okay, guess we're done. How did we do? Hooray! Almost full. Due to your exceptional job performance, 3.75, you were paid 30 gold for the shift. Probably would have been 40 without other full staff. Awesome. You nailed the tutorial. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we saw those as they came up, didn't we? I think 4 out of 4, not bad. I mean, in terms of ones we got right.
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the southern gate, step forward into the light.
Okay, do I click on it? Yeah.
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Well, you have been chosen.
To play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for... So You Think You Can Save a Princess!
Okay.
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller! Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flame Hands! And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good. Let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness. So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest. At the end of the 3rd round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
The soup.
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
Okay.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Origin story.
Where do you come from?
And who would you like to ask?
Warrior.
I was born on the battlefield with a sword in both hands. Slaughtered 12 enemies that day. My mother was so proud. I was disappointed. If I had really applied myself, I think I could have killed at least 2 more.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
My origins are rather humble. My father was a chamberlain in the court of the dread King Vlad Invictus of Kaladar, and my mother owned an exotic pet shop in the Duchy of Scarborough. They had 50-50 custody, but I was disowned by both as my magical prowess became apparent.
Okay, so we can only ask 2 per round.
And your second question is?
Do the question... Okay. How would you deal with magic users?
You encounter an enemy party of magic users. One of them casts a level 3 magic missile spell. What do you do?
And who's that one for?
Perry Shoutson.
If you think a bunch of pointy hats are getting the jump on me, you got another thing coming. But okay, let's suppose some Penn and Teller wannabes do get me in their sights. Just watch these dodge skills. I'm over here now. And now I'm here. And now I'm back where I started. Blink of an eye. I'm like Nightcrawler over here.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
Okay, what about the warrior?
Magic users. They fill me with rage. And in that berserking rage, I can shrug off any kind of missile they may throw my way. I rip out the throat of the first, so the coward cannot warn their coward friends. Before the rest know what has hit them, I have. I pile the bodies of the dead fools high in the air and burn them as a warning to all others who would dare get in my way.
He's intense.
That answer unearthed the full extent of your incompetence. I was ready to wow the child with mine. Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
Let's go with the thief, because he's... No, I'm gonna go with the mage, like calm emotions or something.
Keep it together for just a few more seconds. You, what's your favorite animal?
Chipmunk.
Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small and perfect. I am calm.
Whew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready to choose?
One more round.
I think I got one more round in me.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
I don't really want to know any of those. Favorite... Oh, plans after
What
rescue.
are your plans after you rescue the princess?
And you're asking?
Well, we'll go with these two this time. Perry Shoutson again.
Are you kidding me? I make this gig and I'm set for life. Rescuing the sole heir to the whole freaking sprawl? Insta-retired, baby. I'll be sipping pina coladas on the crystal shores of Lake Inez before you can say, would you like a curly straw for that pina colada, sir?
Oh, I love pina coladas. They mentioned it in my introduction.
Then the first round's on me. I picked his pocket earlier.
You can ask another adventurer if you like.
I'll go with Articulus.
This rescue will be incredibly high profile, and I hope to use it as a springboard to a placement on the High Council of the Mages Guild. From there, the sky's the limits. Well, 2 4-year terms followed by a lifetime pension is the limit, but still, not too shabby. Uh-oh, you know what that means.
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid.
That sound means it's time for the lightning round.
Okay.
Lil, please choose the adventure that you'd like to see play the lightning round.
Neil. He's the one I'm leaning towards for the rescue.
All right, Neil. Are you ready for the lightning round?
I am.
Oh!
Oh, too bad. Looks like that wasn't as enlightening as we'd hoped.
Oh, right, I won't send him then.
Oh my god! That wasn't real, right?
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh god, not again. My conscience can't take much more of this.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you want to choose to rescue Princess Desdemona?
Ooh, can I choose these guys? Honestly, I think I'll send Stryker.
My hero would have been the right choice if he wasn't a pile of ash. There will be consequences for this. Harsh consequences.
Okay, what about... I'm leaning towards the mage.
My mage can heal a wound with a word, or smash through a rock wall with a wave of his wrist. Don't overthink it, Lil. Make the right choice.
Okay, they're giving advice.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
Not inspiring. Let's go for the mage. Are you sure? Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and other ones, the winner of So You Think You Can Save a Princess and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's Home of the Soup is... Articulous Flame Hands, the mage!
Aha! Wonderful child. Well chosen.
And that's all for us here today. Please help control the pet population. Have your gargoyle spayed or neutered. So long, everybody!
What on earth was that? Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to say Neil Warkiller, but unfortunately he got electrocuted, so... On her way to the bar, Mrs. Abernathy accidentally walked into 2 more tutorials, causing her to be late to make a bet on the big Goblin Ball game. Her grandson's inheritance is safe. For now. I love this. This is letting people know what happened after your decisions. Tyronius Athanatos gave his keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedoms and inspired most in the crowd. The divide between magical and non-magical beings grew a little more that night. He is indebted to Councilwoman Ash for her influence in facilitating his smooth admittance to the sprawl. Denise to Cyclops. After Denise picked up her kids, she moved them safely out of view, but not earshot, and gave Kelly a piece of her mind. Polyphemus and Orlando Jr. learned a handful of new words that day, but some they already knew. While the guards were distracted, a gruntled chambermaid escaped with a full set of fine silver from the palace. Due to your cunning confiscation and denying the old coot, Grumpkin D. T. Dankworth was unable to make his sizable deposit of illegal blood gold to the Bank of the Sprawl. Unfortunately, it happened on the same day of an unprecedented volume of cash withdrawals. This caused the bank to run and close early. People panicked. They burned the bank to the ground. Mr. Dankworth refused to donate money to have it rebuilt. Neil Warkiller, the hard-headed go-getting warrior turned pile of dust, was swept into a dustbin and then tossed out the window. Articulous Flamehands. After winning So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Articulous Flamehands wasted no time in getting straight to work. He conjured a small army of moles and other small creatures and sent them off in every direction to seek out the princess's location. His mighty mini-mammal militia eagerly was unfortunately decimated by falcons, eagles, and other large predators. Depressed by the mass rodent deaths he was indirectly responsible for, the disheartened mage returned to his tower. He was out of ideas. He'd give it a day or two, then report that he was unable to locate the lost princess due to entangled cosmic forces blocking his ethereal aura, or some other nonsense. Perry Shoutson. Having lost So You Think You Can Save a Princess, Perry Shoutson found his way to his favourite tavern in the Little Ogre Quarter. After one too many delicious margaritas, Perry got sloppy trying to pickpocket the bartender and was lifted off the ground by the bouncer. Mistaking some bar snacks for one of his patented smoke bombs, the inebriated thief dramatically threw down a handful of mixed nuts, then ran headfirst into a pillar. Everyone in the bar laughed at him, and Perry could have died from embarrassment if he hadn't already died from severe blunt trauma to the head. to be continued. So that was the demo. That's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that, actually. So I think it's due out this year, as we can see here, and I think I will be wishlisting this, and very likely to play it on the channel once it's released. So keep an eye out on Boring Dad Gaming for the full playthrough of this, I would expect, whenever it comes out. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you did, then please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Leave me a comment. Did you enjoy that as much as I did? Was it your sort of humour? What did you think of the art style and the mechanics? And what did you think was going on with that game show at the end? Because I thought at first it was a dream, but I don't know what was going on there. And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be amazing if you could do so. It'd be great to have you on board. So thanks very much once again, and I'll hopefully see you elsewhere on Boring Dad Gaming for other games, other playthroughs. Bye for now.